Tonight, there's new information about the former Pikesville High School athletic director accused of using artificial intelligence to frame the school's principal. As Project Baltimore's Chris Papps explains, it appears when Dazhon Darien misrepresented his credentials to Baltimore County schools, the state of Maryland was also impacted.
It would be a huge red flag.
Takima Dorsey holds a lot of titles. She's the vice president of the Randallstown chapter of the NAACP, a certified school counselor, a college professor, and
all four of them have gone through. My last one graduates.
Database of public school employees.
Parents should be alarmed, but be more aware and vigilant.
The Maryland State Department of Education, every year, publishes a public school staff directory on its website, which federal and state requirements mandate. This directory is for the public and contains information on every school employee statewide, including their position, years of experience, and level of education. But we discovered this database contains some glaring errors.
Now I'm wondering who else throughout BCPS is not valid.
In April, Dazhon Darien, the former athletic director at Pikesville High School, was arrested after he allegedly tried to frame Pikesville's principal, Eric Eiswert. According to court documents, Darien used artificial intelligence to create a fake recording of racist and anti-Semitic comments. He faces charges including theft and stalking. Following the arrest, Project Baltimore obtained a copy of the resume Darien used to get his six-figure job at Pikesville, and we found much of it was not true. On his resume, Darien claimed to have earned a bachelor's degree, 2 masters, and a doctorate. But Fox 45 contacted the universities on his resume. None of them had any record of Darien graduating.
That means Baltimore County Public Schools hired Darien for a job that, according to the district's own standards, he was unqualified to have. He wasn't even eligible for a teaching certificate, which was another requirement for the job. So how are parents supposed to know that the educators with their children in public schools are qualified? Well, that's the purpose of this database. It's supposed to be a reliable resource for parents and taxpayers.
But look at this. Dazhon Darien is in this database as a teacher instructor with a master's degree, even though it appears he does not actually have a master's degree. So how did this information get on the state's website?
What are their checks and balance processes? And not only the checks and balances from an educator, he was hired as an athletic director. That's inexcusable.
MSDE told Project Baltimore the information on this staff directory is provided to them by the local school systems. Fox 45 has obtained the form that BCPS submitted in November. 3 district employees signed this document, verifying that the information is accurate and as free of errors as possible. And one of those signatures is Superintendent Dr. Miriam Rogers Yarbrough, and even her information is incorrect. This database says the superintendent's highest level of education is a master's degree. But Project Baltimore confirmed with the University of Maryland, Dr. Rogers obtained her doctorate in 2013.
It has to be a deep dive internally, and leadership needs to answer.
Project Baltimore sent an email to BCPS asking why Darien appears in this database as having a master's degree, and does anyone at BCPS check credentials prior to submitting staff information to the state. In a statement, BCPS replied saying Dr. Rogers' credentials will need to be corrected. As far as Darien's, the district said the database reflects the information we had at the time. The statement concluded by stating BCPS will examine its processes to close any potential opportunities for gaps, misinformation, and loopholes.
I'm thinking I'm sending my children to school and they're safe, meaning that I'm trusting adults, the administrators, the aides, and everyone else that is within the school. To now see that there are multiple levels of gaps, that's a concern.
Dazhon Darien is currently out on bail. His next court date is set for July. We will continue to follow this story and give you updates as they become available. I'm Chris Pabst, and this is Project Baltimore.
I'm Kai Jackson. Thank you for watching. Here's another video to watch. Also, please take a moment to subscribe to our channel.